Modern dating has become harder than ever because, in a world full of options and constant connection, genuine connections are rare. And that's why today on Mercy After Hours, I would like us to have a conversation on the reasons to why modern dating has become harder than ever. This is not because I know it all or what, but it is because I feel like most people, almost everyone in the world, is going through the same thing, but people are not ready to talk about it. And so today I've come up with 7 reasons why modern dating is harder. And I'll go straight to the first reason. The first reason is too many options. Honestly, I feel like in this generation, we have too many options. We have dating apps, we have social media platforms where you can meet and connect with people. For example, now when you go to TikTok, you'll find every live in almost 40% of the lives, it is all about relationships, meeting and connecting with single people across the world, which has allowed us to have too many options. Like dating apps, social media platforms, and everything has made it possible to meet hundreds of people with a few swipes. Like you can just swipe like this, shoops, and you meet a new person. So it sounds like a good thing for real, but it often creates that platform or that podium where you think that there is always someone better waiting for you. So like you are afraid to risk. I feel like people are afraid to enter into a relationship because they think, what if this is not the right person? What if there is someone better waiting for me out there? And as a result, you'll find like people stop investing in connections they already have. Like they totally stop investing in them because they feel like there is always an option. And instead of working through a small problem that occur in a relationship, people try to move on to another relationship because they feel like they have options. They can get someone better. There is always someone better waiting for them. So they don't want to solve through the small problems they have with this person. But one thing I know is that everyone has their own weaknesses, their own challenges. So I believe it is always better to solve a problem before it occurs, before to solve a problem in a relationship, because every relationship has their own problems. But now with this modern dating, modern generation, it is like the paradox of having more options, like is always us to always think that we are not happier in this relationship and we can be happier in the next relationship, which is very bad because having many options make us feel like we are less satisfied with what we already have because we feel like there is always something better, which is very bad. Another reason why I think modern dating is harder than ever is because of social media pressure. Like when you open your social media like TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, like you always find things differently. Like social media has made relationship to be something that the world is not ready to talk about, because you open social media, you find people being lovey, someone buying their girlfriend a car, someone gifting them, but social media does not show us what goes behind the doors, how people fight behind the doors. So like it social media makes us to visualize relationship as something different, something that there are no fights, there are no nothings, like something flawless, something ever happy. Like the people on social media, they don't show the crazy part of the relationship. They don't show the struggles behind their relationship or something. So it makes it harder for people to stay in a relationship because of what they saw on social media, which is very bad. Another reason I feel why modern dating has become harder is the fear of vulnerability. Like, modern dating has made vulnerability to feel risky. Like, many people are afraid to express their feelings because they don't want to to seem as too clingy, too desperate or needy. Like, they don't want to express themselves. So in such a way, instead of communicating honestly, like, they hide their entire emotions and play games. Like, this person don't want to talk to me, fine, I won't talk to them. Fine, they are not replying to me, fine, I won't reply to them. I won't text them, which is very bad. I feel like people should express just how they feel or something. I don't know what you think about it, but I feel like people should have that podium to express how they feel. Like, the problem is that genuine connections require vulnerability. Genuine connection does not require you to avoid being vulnerable. Genuine connections require vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable to this person that you like. That is according to my point, but I feel like you need to be vulnerable. You need to express your emotions. You need to let this other person know how you feel, because they are not God to know what you feel or something. And you can't build intimacy while pretending not to care for real. You can't build intimacy while pretending to care. Like, you don't want, this person is not texting you. You don't want to address that issue. You don't want to follow up to know why they aren't texting or why they're not communicating. What could be the problem? You can't build that while pretending you are okay. Believe me not, those issues come to haunt you later. They pile up and later they haunt you like nothing else. Another reason is the unhealed trauma. Many people enter relationships with trauma from previous relationships. The unhealed emotions, unsolved feelings or something. Like like someone who was cheated on will struggle to trust others. Someone who was abandoned may fear to commit or to get attached to another person. And these experiences honestly shape how you approach a new relationship. Like, if you are cheated on, if you are abandoned in your previous relationship, sometimes it defines how you'll approach the next relationship, which I feel like people should enter into a new relationship when they are ready, when they have tried to solve their and heal trauma from their previous relationships. Because sometimes the issue isn't always the new partner, it is the pain from the past that makes you not last in the next relationship you enter into, which is very bad, to be honest. Another reasons why I feel modern dating has become harder than ever is because communication has become complicated. Literally. Nowadays, despite the fact that we have phones, we have social medias, we have everything, like, in modern society, communication has become really harder. I think during our parents and grandparents' time, there used to be no phones, but you can, if you follow up, you realize that these people used to have really good communications than we in these modern generations. Like, they used to have to communicate through letters or any or something, but they used to really have good communication as communications as compared to us, because in modern dating we have phones. So something, people fear to ask something little that could have just solved the problem. Instead, they go to stalk you on all your social medias. They search you, they stalk you in each and every platform of you are using, each and every social media platform you are using. So instead of just asking to find out the reasons why or the answer, they start to conclude in their minds, and once they conclude, they make things to be more complicated than they were meant to be. Like that make that makes it harder to maintain a straight and simple relationship, because communication is the key to everything. So if you're not communicating, how do you expect the other person to know how you are feeling? If you don't ask, how will you know the answer? Even the Bible says, ask and it shall be given. The same way, ask this person and they'll give you the answers to what you're asking for, which is very hard. I feel like people should just communicate properly. And one of the other reason is the fake intentions. One of the most difficult part of dating today is that figuring out what the other person wants, is trying to figure out if this person is genuine, or maybe they they just want something and then leave, because not everyone wants the same thing. Some people want attention, some wants validation, some wants companionship, and some are genuinely looking for love. But it is hard to find people with genuine intentions. The challenge is learning to recognize these people. Like, you have to learn to recognize the difference between interest and intention. Some people might just have be with you because of their interest, and another person might want to be with you intentionally. They want you in their life and they mean it. Yes, that is also one of the reasons I feel it is harder to have a genuine connection, or why modern dating is harder. Another reason why I think modern dating is harder than ever is because people are looking for perfection. Yes, people are entering into relationship not because they want to, but because they are looking for perfections. Like, many people are searching for perfect partners instead of a compatible partner. They want someone attractive, successful, emotionally mature, funny, ambitious, and flawless. But to be honest, perfection does not exist in this world. Perfection doesn't honestly exist, because strong relationships are not always perfect, and they're not also built by perfect people. Everyone is imperfect. You need an imperfect lady or an imperfect man, and together the two, you are an imperfect person looking for an imperfect person, and together you make a perfect an imperfect perfect person, or perfect imperfect person, which applies. But I don't believe there are imperfect people in this world. Yes, they're not. Relationships are built by people who are willing to grow together. Like, they're willing to be the imperfect of each other. Yes. So that is also one of the thing. And for real, that make it harder. I feel like modern dating it modern dating feels harder because we are trying to find genuine connection in a world full of distractions, unrealistic expectations, and endless options. But despite all that, modern dating feels harder because we are trying to find genuine connections in a world full of distractions, unrealistic expectations, and endless options. But despite all of that, healthy relationships still exist, by the way. Good people still exist. Real love still exists. The goal isn't finding a perfect person. The goal is finding someone whose values, effort, honesty, and intentions align with yours. And once you realize that the problem has always not been the other person or something. The problem has been the things in the modern society that are making us think that modern that are making it harder for modern dating to be genuine or something. Yes, that was it for today. I don't know what point you feel I've not mentioned or is not listed under my points. Feel free to comment it in the comment section. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next one in the next conversation. Bye.